Edited.
All right, all right.
You
Come on
already know
in.
what it is. Live,
Come on in.
uncut, unedited.
Come on in. Come on in. We got a special segment today talking about relationships. All right. So we're gonna be under the umbrella of everything. I tell you, the live, uncut,
Tell the
unedited.
truth and
Shame
shame
the
the
devil.
devil.
That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna tell the truth.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right, all right, all right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, by the way, don't forget to support me with the stars now. These guys, you know, you can support me with stars now. Show some love with them stars, people. Show some love. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. Show some love with them stars. Appreciate you, appreciate you. If you don't, ain't no problem. We ain't gonna fall out. All right, the show must go on. All right. Tequila, what's going on, Miss T? All right, Karen Crossley. Uh, all right, all right, Lee Ethel. Oh, y'all waiting on this relationship stuff, boy. Oh my God, what's up, Victor Burks, Peggy Gay. Tell you, Kevin Thomas, family, 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 people. Y'all waiting on this relationship thing. I know it. I know it. I know it. We know it. We gonna get down with it, people. Listen, I'm only talking to grown and mature folks. If you're a kid, this may not be live for you. I'm looking for grown folks now. Grown folks. We talking about relationships now. Relationships. That's what we talking about. Under the umbrella. We're not talking about the migrants. We're not talking about drive-by shootings. We're not talking about none of that, okay? All right. We're not even talking about politics, but we're talking about relationships. That's what we're talking about. So don't call in here and talking about the migrants and all that. We don't want to hear nothing about migrants right now. We're going to get back to that later. We're on something right now. All right. Well, that's the Otis. Good evening. I see you. All right. Detricia C. Webb. Hey, how you see you? We're going to get started. I told y'all 9 o'clock. We're going to be on the sharp and we're going to get rolling. So if anybody come in, tell them we talking about relationships. That's what we talking about. And listen, I don't think nobody want to be alone at all. There's something wrong with you. But that's another story there. I want to go. All right. Somebody said last night the platform was on point. Louis Ramsey's Sarah Smile. Peggy Gay again. All right. Michelle Richardson. Now, I'm going to be asking questions. Christopher Greer. Hey, Martin, can you answer my unanswered question? I don't know what your question is. Keena Nicole, what's going on? Christopher Greer from yesterday. Steve, what's going on? Please, enough with the migrants. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.
That's it. Tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. Bernice Newson Short. What's up, Bernice? All right. Vicky Gavin. All right. Jewel Smith. What's going on, Jewel? Mm-hmm. Venetians. I tell you, and we're going to have some married folks in here. We're going to have some folks in here that's probably in the same sex marriage and all that. I don't speak for the LGBTQ community, but I'm more focused on heterosexual relationships. So, but I'm open to listen to people. I'm really am. I'm open to it. You know, we streaming live on like 3 or 4 different platforms. And to my YouTube people, make sure you subscribe to my page. I appreciate you for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited, and we're gonna do this tonight. Now what we're not gonna do now, we're not gonna cuss each other out now. We don't want to do that. You know, some people be in relationships for a reason, for financial reasons. And I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna start this segment off with you got some couples that get on here, and which is a good thing. Say they've been married 25 years, 40 years, which is a good thing. But guess what? They sleep in different rooms. They're just existing. They're no longer, they're there in body, but in mind and spirit, they're not there. That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly what I'm trying to say. They're not there. So you got a lot of couples that's been married. You got couples that stand together for the baby's sake. I understand that. Valerie McKinley, what's up? I see you. I see you. All right. All right. Say, how do you know a woman? Listen, I'm not the relationship guru now. Come on now, y'all. I'm not the perfect example of a relationship guru. I'm not. I'm still learning too. I'm studying. I'm watching, waiting. So don't get on here and say the crime chaser said, Martin said. Listen, I'm not the perfect relationship guru. I don't know it all. But what I do know, I share what I do know. Really. All right. So, and I want to talk about relationship tonight, and we're taking calls tonight. So you more than welcome to call in. And you see the number on my left and on my right. And I'm going to hit the thing. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Yeah, both of the numbers. To my right and to my left, you see both numbers, and you definitely can call in. We're accepting calls right now. So get your call in. And we can break it up in 2 segments if you want to. We can do it like this. We can have all the men call in first and tell the men, ask the men a question. What is it that they don't like about women being in a relationship with? You know, we can ask that question. Then the second half segment, we can do the women. Whatever y'all want to do. I'm open. I'm definitely open. I'm definitely open. Okay. I'm definitely open. So, all right, come on, call in. Don't be afraid. I promise you, no anonymous calls. I would not be giving your number away. I won't be doubling back calling your phone number. None of those things. So you don't have to worry about that. Trina Dave, what's up, Trina? I see you. I see you. I see you. Barbara Melvin, what's up? Vicky Gavin, I see you. Nathan, what's going on? Nathan, we talking about relationships. I need some calls. Marcus Crockett, what's going on? I see you. We can listen. It's cuffing season right now. It's getting ready to get cold. Winter is coming. It's cuffing season. Now it's time to put back on your clothes now. Now the summer's just about over with. No more, not too much skin is being revealed. The weather is changing. We're going into a new season. That means you're going to have to change your clothes and hopefully change your attitude too as well. I tell you. And if you've been dressing all summer long half naked, showing everything, and still ain't got no man, you ought to put your clothes back on. Seriously. Seriously. Seriously, ladies. All right. My phone lines are open. The number is 872-299-0808, 872-297-6389. I need some callers. Let's kick this thing off. Let's start it off right. We live right now. We live streaming right now. I don't have a script in front of me at all. Whatever the spirits say, is how we're going to move. I got one call. They're going to break the ice. That's what I'm talking about. Break the ice. Debbie Loggins, what's up? What's going on? I tell you. We're going to tell the truth and shame the devil.
Tell the truth.
Now, call, I need you to tell the truth and shame
devil.
the devil. I would not reveal your identity at all. I won't do that. Michelle Richardson. All right, caller. 7956. Caller, come on, caller. 7956.
How you doing, Martin? This is Nathan calling.
Oh, hey, Nathan, what's going on?
Yeah. I think when you're dating a woman and, you could be dating her for a few months or maybe up to a year, and you date her for a while. And when you guys have like discussion or a personal discussion, and she goes back and tells some of her friends what you guys are talking about. And I think that should be sacred, what you and your girl talk about, and not her blabbing to her friends about what's going on in your relationship. So that's one of my pet peeves right there.
Man, I agree with you 100% too. You know, ladies, we have to, I'm talking about we, you guys and men as well, have to be careful when you in a relationship with a male, female, whatever relationship you in. You have to be careful going back and revealing secrets. When people tell you things about themselves, and that's not for you to go on social media or go back to your friends and blah, 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 blah. Now, to be totally honest with you, Nathan, now we have a circle of friends. We all have a circle of friends who we confide in. If we may ask a question, you say, you know what, Martin, I was talking to this young lady. She said something to me, and I'm gonna tell you what she said to me. What's your thoughts? And I understand on that, Nate, because sometimes we can say something to each other instead of asking each other to clarify what you're trying to say. We'll go to some of our close friends and ask them, what do you think he mean? What do you think she meant by saying this statement? And sometimes, you know, it's a crushing thing, Nathan, I learned in life. When you tell somebody something in confidence and it get back to you and it just crush you. It's a crushing effect. And I feel you, it's crushing. So we have to be careful, you know, what we say, what we share about each other, relationship in a relationship. We have to be careful, definitely. And I understand what you're saying, Nate. I've had it done to me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's listen, what two grown people do or say to each other or what they do in the bedroom is between them and God. Now, when you go outside of that arena and tell somebody else, you're inviting people into your business. That's what you're doing. You're inviting people into your business. You know,
you
go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. But you would think, like, when you get to a certain age, then, you know, when you're a teenager, you know, we used to tell, you know, like, each other, like, if we was dating a girl or whatever, you know, we teenagers. But when you get grown, at some point, you have to say, hey, man, hey, ladies, you know, don't be discussing what we do. What we do should be between us. It should stay between us.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, when they get upset, is when they start blabbing your business. Mm-hmm. Not when you not upset with it. If y'all cool with each other, oh, it's cool. But then once she make you upset, once you make her upset, then she bringing up stuff that you guys discussed in private, and then she telling everybody your business. So that's my whole thing. That's my whole point.
Now, and I agree with you,
what's
brother.
Between y'all should stay between y'all.
Nate, I've seen women get on the internet and talk about a man saying his penis is short. This is grown folks talking now, people. Now, it wasn't short when y'all was going to Jamaica and he buying you things and showering you gifts. It wasn't short then. Now, he decided he don't want to be bothered no more. Now you want to throw all his ugly flaws out to you. You know, I mean, his feet stink, his breath stink. He can't dress. He broke. You know, these are the things that I'm just being real. You know, I hear you, Doc. I hear you.
People on here laughing.
Yeah. That's
they don't
Doc.
Understand. That ain't no laughing matter. That's serious.
That's your girl, Dr.
I
Seth.
can laugh because, yes, it is. I can laugh because it's funny how Martin put it. That's straight up. I'm not going to contain myself because I can really go in on a lot of stuff that I done seen women and men do. But how you said it, I will continue to laugh. It's
right. So it's crazy. But I'm just keeping it real. You know, as a man, I'm just keeping it real because I mean, man, we got that bad. We got that bad doing things like that. Nobody can leave in peace. Somebody got to get the last word. Somebody got to take somebody down. Somebody got to reveal some secrets. You know, girl, he ain't got no money. He broke. I'm telling you, all you got to do is act like you like him. He going to give you $100. Men the same way. All you got to do is lick on her neck and rub her back. She coming out her clothes or buy a drink or blunt. You don't want that. Listen, women, I'm going to tell you, it's a double standard out here. And I'm quite sure Dr. Sanders can agree with me and Nathan that they're not going to let a woman get away with having a threesome. They're not going to live that down.
Oh,
a man,
no.
they're going to high five man. They're going to praise him. You're a player. You're a pimp. You got this. But a woman do it. Oh, my God. She a 304. She this. And they ain't going to let you live it down. You'd have been and got married.
No, they won't.
Changed your life and got you a family. They still want to bring up the old past. Still want to bring it up.
And
Go ahead,
you
Doc.
know what, Martin, right there, let me tell you something. We all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. But when you repent and you come back to your senses, you can help somebody else not go down that route. And that's just real talk. Because it's nothing but destruction at the end. And Martin, you are right. Because let a woman stick around, she a whole skank, slut, thought, all these little new names that they just came out of the woodwork with. Let a man do it, he's cool. Because what? He a man. Let a woman do it, she wrong. And then you got some that will try to dig into your past and they weren't even there when you was going through your wilderness experience. Every woman that had a stupid moment. But that ain't for nobody to sit up and take it and say, well, I'm going to use that against you because you speak out against stuff. I've had a dumb moment. Yes, I did. I can talk about Katrina. Nobody else here can talk about Katrina but me. And I can tell you, was it fun? No, I was pretty much fooled. I was fooled and tricked. I wasn't out here slutting around with a whole lot of guys. None of y'all can say you had me. So the thing about it is that I had a moment and the person hurt me. When they hurt me. And when you hurt a woman, that's the worst thing you could ever think about is getting her crazy. But when I went to the Lord and I took accountability, I said, you know what? I was stupid. I'm dumb. Lord, forgive me. I took a year away from the church. Yes, I did. To get my thoughts together, to get myself together, to get in God's mercy seat. That's what I did. And nobody can talk about that but me. Nobody can talk about it but me. And I can help other young women or women, look, don't go down that route because it's going to lead to nothing but heartache, embarrassment, shame, and then some of these guys will go back and kiss and tell. Oh, yeah, you know, I had it.
Most of all of them. Well, ain't no number. Some
they
of them.
will. They'll kiss and tell. They're going to kiss and tell. And they'll sit up and tell you, I had your wife, I had your, and they're proud to say it. But at the end of the day, what does it do? It doesn't do anything. It really honestly doesn't. But this, like you say, this is all for conversation. A lot of young people have not reached that level of understanding what these kind of topics are about. This is true.
This is, this is for mature audience only. That's what it's for.
That's right.
And listen, we grown people, some of us married, some of us separated, some of us divorced, some of us shacking, some of us still in a relationship physically, but mentally we gone. We're not there.
Yeah.
We holding each other, but our mind is somewhere else, on another person, on another situation.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling the truth. And I don't care if you in the gospel or out of the gospel, whatever. This is just life. This is reality. Reality.
Yeah, it is.
And I said earlier before you got on here, Doc, if you've been all summer long and had your clothes off, dressing half naked and everything, and you still ain't caught no man, you need to start putting your clothes back on because you ain't going to get one. And if you had...
I walked in the store.
Go ahead.
And saw a young lady. Not young. She looked like she might have been in her late 20s or early 30s. And she was very well built, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And she had on these shorts in Aldi. and it was all up in the crack. I mean, seriously. And I'm like, is it that hot? I mean, for real. Because I'm seeing them even at the clinic, when they come to my clinic and my desk. Some of these girls are there for EKG, some of them are there for echo, some of them are there for nuclear medicine, stress tests, ultrasound, because they're pregnant. But they come and they just look just like, I don't know how. And I feel sorry for them. I really do, because they're the same age as my daughter. I mean, that's not appealing. You see Hollywood display heavyweight, women that are very heavy as a fashion statement now. Well, that might be so. But at the end of the day, your health has an issue and you need to fix your health up. But when I saw this lady, and I mean, literally in the crack of her butt in Walmart, I mean, now, all these, I'm sorry, I know King Drive 100. And right there in my district. Yes, I mean, just like dressing is so wrong.
And I want to talk to my BBL women. You know what I'm saying? They got the Brazilian butt lift. That's it. And you just spent all that money enhancing your beauty, your body, and I'm not mad at you, and you still ain't got no man or woman, either, whatever you desire. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. Listen, people, as Black people, I'm still talking about relationships. We got to fall in love with whatever God gave us. If he gave us little breasts, we got to fall in love with it. If he gave us a small booty, we have to fall in love with it. People, trust me. I have dated women that they are beautiful, but their attitude stinks, so it makes them ugly. I'm telling you. Attitude is everything. And it goes vice versa, because you got some men out here, they got a stinking attitude, and they think that they're God's gift to the world, and they think they can get any woman they want to. That's not true. That's not true at all. So,
Martin, can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
I want to pose a question to men. If you don't like a woman, and you know you don't, you truly, honestly just don't, why do you stay?
Well, I'm gonna answer
Is
that.
it to make her life a
it's not even
make her life a living hell?
It depends on, it's what you call backup. If you ain't got nobody right now, you're gonna stay here with this and deal with this. It's not really what you want. The women do it too. They figure they might have a bomb, and hopefully they'll run into somebody that got some money, and then they'll move on. Because a lot of single people are looking great. But let's get back to your question. Men, we have this thing. We visual creatures, and what we'll do is, if we horny or something, leave the club late at night. Now, we haven't called this woman all day. Now it's 2:00 in the morning. We trying to release ourselves, and y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be respectful at the same time, but this is for mature adults audience. So he calls her up. He going, it ain't what he really want, not as tight, but guess what? She's accessible to him. So whenever he call, no matter what time of day she call, she pick up and she ready. I'm serious. She ready. She ready. So men do that. You know what I'm saying? Men do that. Men that wake up, penis so hard, I gotta do something. I mean, I gotta tell the truth now. Y'all know this is what we do on here.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I'm telling you. Then you got some men that ain't got no boundaries. They like them all, crippled, blind, or crazy. If they ain't walking, they carrying them. They don't care. They going anything. They ain't got no type. Long as they can get some. I'm telling you. So women, you got to be careful of men like that don't have no preference and no type. They don't care what it is. They do anything. Boy, girl, anything. I'm telling you. So that's why men, listen, men are prone to mess with a 304, a hoe, as we say, opposed to, because it's easier, it's less stress. You pay as you go. It's like Monopoly. You pay when you land on something, you pay. And so paying is, I don't have to worry about accountability. That's what it's all about, accountability. That's it. Because if you dating or pursuing a woman, you got to put some work in. You know, you got to have these hour-long conversations of questions. What do you do for work? When was your last relationship? When last time you been to the clinic? Some men want to cut the dry tape. They don't want to go to the show. They don't want to go to dinner. What is going to cost me to lay down with you? I'm trying to be nice and say.
You know, Martin.
Go ahead.
Some guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some guys, they just want a relationship on credit. Can I get it with you?
Yeah.
They want a relationship on credit. Yeah. Meaning they don't want to, take the woman out or do the simple things, go walk in the park, go take a nice romantic ride. It's all about when you going to let me get in that, when you going to give me something. I don't want to hear all that.
Wow, on credit.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that one.
I need some men call in, y'all. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Now, women, I've said it before on one of my lives, and I'm going to say it today. In your selection process when it comes to a man, and look, I'm a grandfather, I'm a father, big uncle and all that, but listen to me. I'm going to give you a point. I'm going to reveal a secret to you. I said it before. If you pursuing a man that never finished high school, never got a GED, or never went to get a skill set or some type of training. Now, I understand some people have to quit school to help take care of their family and stuff like that. But if a man have never made a commitment to nothing in life, high school, GED, a training program, only commitment he ever made in life is finishing 8th grade, and that's by force because his parents made him go. You better watch out for him. You better leave him alone. If he never kept a job more than 2 or 3 years, you better leave him alone because that goes to show you got to watch a man commitment level. Some men, they're not committed to nothing. Nothing. This is real talk, ladies. We still talking about relationships now. So I don't want y'all to think I'm just on here bashing women. No, it ain't all just about women. It's about the men too as well. So you got to be careful in your selection process. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And listen, you have some men, they prey on vulnerable women. And if, they prey on you. They prey. They love women that have low self-esteem. They love it. They can see you from a mile coming, and they're going to play. They're going to touch you, sex you up real good, tell you everything that you wanted to hear. They're going to give you a Hollywood, I call it a Hollywood romantic thing. But they only kissing you to betray you. They just using you. You just a stepping stone for them to get to the next place. I'm telling you. This is how you know if a man loves you or not. If a man is a shooter, if he's a shooter, or a street person, he's not going to bring that mentality back to your house around your children, his children. He's not going to do that. Wow. He's going to protect you. Okay? So that's a sure sign of a real protector. He's not going to front you off to everybody. Not saying that you're a secret, but he know the lifestyle they living, that it would somehow come back to haunt him, and he don't want it to spill over to his family, your children, his children. He don't want that. That's real love. If you're dating a thug. Now, if your thug boyfriend or gunslinger boyfriend or baby daddy committing crimes in your car, having traffic coming in your house, he don't love you. He don't love you at all. And I'm gonna give you another point, lady. If a man don't love himself, you know he can't love you. Can't love you. He can't love you. It's impossible. How a man gonna love himself, love somebody else more than they love themselves? That ain't gonna happen. But we got another caller. Come on, caller, 7708. Come on, I think it's a caller from last night. I'm dropping jewels tonight. Come on, caller.
I'm listening.
Come on, caller.
I'm listening right now, trying to see where I can get a comment in over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what I can offer this conversation.
Okay, well, you want me to come back to you? I can still talk out a few more. I'll come right back to you if you want me to.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna listen for a little bit.
Okay. Now, listen, ladies, I'm finished drop some more jewels to you. Let me just say something to you. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got the type of man, just say you have your apartment, whatever, it's low income or market rate apartment. If you got a man, all he can bring to the table is alcohol, weed, pills, and that's it. And penis. You have to get rid of him. I'm telling you. Unless something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. And if he's telling you he out there hustling, but he never had no money, you have to get rid of him. Now, this is when the intimidation factor come in. Now he want to display guns to intimidate you, to scare you, to say things like,
wow,
if you leave me, I'm going to kill you. You better not, see, some of y'all young ladies, you think that's cute. But you don't let that, listen, don't let no man say that to you. When he say that, it's time to get rid of him. Get rid of him. Hey, bro, you can't come back here no more. And I'm going to tell you another thing, to never tell a man. And I'm not telling you to lie. Don't tell no man you was in an abusive relationship, a physical abusive relationship. Because guess what? He going to pull that same thing on you. I've seen it happen, people. I've seen it happen.
Wow.
I've seen it happen, Dr. Sanders. God, my witness, I've seen it happen. You tell a man you was in an abusive relationship, man was beating you, guess what? He going to do the same thing. I'm telling you.
Woof.
That's gospel truth.
Martin.
You better be
they
careful.
Gonna hustle.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but they're gonna hustle you. They're gonna hustle the street, or they're gonna hustle you. And when they hustle you, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna hurt worse than hustling in the street. Because when they hustle you, they're gonna take everything you got.
Say that again. Say that. I want you to say it loud and clear. Loud and clear.
When a man, the difference when they hustling in the street, they hustling in the street. But when they hustle you, they gonna hustle you for everything you got.
Mm-hmm. Everything. They gonna leave you for broke. I tell you. Listen, this cuffing season, ladies. Men, they looking somewhere. It's finna get cold outside, and they don't want to be sleeping at the police station. So they gonna go on, call up. They gonna get them a teddy bear. They might not like a teddy bear, but they gonna go and get them one. Hey, it's cuffing season. And tax season get ready to come around the corner. So that's when they lovey-dovey too. I'm telling you.
It's always that saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't get bankrupt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you get bankrupt, ain't no bankruptcy gonna help you. Don't let these men hustle you.
Yeah. I tell you, people.
If a man hustles a woman, there's something wrong with him. He needs to be shot and killed.
No, that's his game.
I agree.
No, come on now.
That's his
I'm
game.
just being honest.
Because there's some women out here that hustle too now. There's some women hustlers out here too now.
Yeah.
What I said, that's not what I'm talking about. If a man wants to hustle a woman, you know you want to hustle her. You shouldn't be living. You're animal.
So the same go for women too, right?
Listen to what I'm saying. I heard Martin mention about affordable housing. And they get with women that have affordable housing vouchers or whatever, And instead of the man making it better, want to be complacent.
Okay, what happened?
But you want to stand.
Okay, Doctor.
You should be able to want to go further, not
Mhm.
stay in the same place.
Right. I got you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, hold it right. I got 2 callers. Just call. One been holding on. This 219 to keep calling and hanging up. I don't know what that's about. But
I don't either.
9433. Come on, caller.
Let me put this down.
Hey, Martin, how you doing? I
Good.
just wanted to call and say, yeah, you got a lot of men that want to hustle and that want to live with women, and most of us don't have Section 8. You also have a lot of men. You also have a lot of men want to move in with women and just lay up and play the game all day, while the women go out and work. And that's not right. That's not right. And because I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I had one like that, and I put it out.
I can never understand that.
Well,
Ooh, you got to go.
let me say this, y'all. Let me just say this. Now, we always talk about the family. We need to make family and want to get up. But see, a lot of women put out men because they know that he ain't acting right. Now, you know if that man is doing everything you ask him to do, you ain't gonna put him out. You know that. You know, you might demasculate him or something, but you're not gonna put him out. The moment he come in late, tell me he was drunk and he fell asleep, his clothes at the front door. Come and get your clothes. So that's
Guess what, Mark?
Yeah, go ahead.
Guess what, Marty? When you give a person so many chances, and you paying all the bills, you going to work, you doing what you supposed to do, and all you want to do is run the street and not bring nothing to the table, it's time for you to go.
But how long listen, first of all, hold it, sister. How long it takes a woman to realize that a man is not bringing nothing to the table but some penis? Come on now.
24 hours, Martin.
Come on.
24
It don't
hours.
take that long. It don't take that
No,
long.
it don't, Martin. No, it don't, Martin. Well, I ain't even going
Come on
I'm not
now.
going
Come on
to
now,
lie to
sister.
y'all. This grown
Tell
folks
the truth and shame
conversation.
the devil.
Right, I was just going to say, this grown folks conversation, I put him out because I ain't going to call him a sneaky link, but I had a whole nother guy already.
See?
It's time for you to go. That's right.
See?
One thing about a woman, we don't sit down and play right. We don't mess it out. He got more than you get. He going to work.
Hold
And me personally,
Hold on.
I love me.
Hold on now.
I love me. Hold on that way. Hold on that way.
Now, look, that's the problem. I'm gonna tell you the error of what you just said. You worry
Okay,
about
come
what
on.
a man doing, and you already got another man on the side. You bogus too. What you mean? How you
Right.
take anything out of him? You got a man
How-
already lined up. You got a man
How
lined up.
bogus?
Your heart was in it. You ain't committed.
What? Oh, no. My heart was in it, sweetheart. I was in it for
How?
30
Well, you
years.
got to do it on the side. You
My
got to put it on
heart,
hold.
yeah, that's right. It's called, that's
You
right.
know that's right.
What I'm gonna do,
You ain't committed right now.
I don't care. I'm grown. I'm 45 years old. I pay my own bills. I got my own crib. If you're not bringing that to the table, chop. You gotta go.
But how dare you have certain expectations of a man if you're not even doing the same thing yourself?
Sweetheart, I want
You're
it.
not listening to you. You're
Sweetheart,
not
I
hearing
want it.
yourself.
Hold on, baby.
No,
Hold on.
well, hey, you
Let's
can
talk
take all
one
you
at-
want to say, but y'all do it for us. Y'all do it for us.
One
But
at a
as soon as we
time.
do it for
Yeah.
y'all,
So you just heard out here.
I'm not never hurt. I love me.
Sound
I
like
love
it to me.
everything about me. No, I'm never hurt, sweetheart. I love me.
I hope
I
you
love
repeat
you.
it and listen to yourself.
And guess what? I'm gonna tell you again. Y'all will be living with a wife. Y'all will be living with a wife. Y'all will have a girlfriend. Y'all will be married. You gotta have 2 kids on the side. Y'all have a girlfriend. I have saw it done. I have saw a million did it. Not 1 time, 3 times. So if y'all could do it, how come we can't do it?
Okay, do it, make that right, because both, well, let me just say this. Now, the women just as terrible as the men. That's terrible. And that's what the brother was trying to say.
Hey,
Now, but
You
hold
have to
on,
say-
man.
okay.
Hold it,
Okay.
sister. Hold it.
Okay.
Hold it, sister.
Okay.
Hold it,
Okay.
hold it.
Okay.
Let me talk.
Okay.
Hold it,
Okay.
man. Hold it.
Okay.
Now, The way you got on here, you was saying I put that Negro out in a sense. But I was saying, like, it was a reason why you put him out. It wasn't just you just put him out just because you decide you didn't want him there no more, or he was a loser and all that. Like I said, how long it takes for a woman to realize that this man ain't bringing nothing to the table but his penis. That's it. It don't take that long to know that.
24
It
hours.
don't.
It don't.
It don't take that long, Martin.
I know it.
I'm going to say this. It don't take this long.
So
It don't
hold
take
on.
that long.
But hold on.
But when
Now-
you give a person,
Hold on, sister. Hold on. Let me just say this. You can't
okay,
talk about these guys like women get on here and talk about their baby daddy deadbeat. You chose the bomb. That's on you. You chose whatever he is. You chose him. So what that tells me about you is your selection process is not good. You chose him.
you know what, Martin? You know what, Martin? I have not slept with my baby daddy in 17 years. And I learned my game from him. I ain't even gonna sit here and ask me. The game is cold, but it's there. I have not slept with my baby daddy in 17 years. I wouldn't dare touch him. Whoever got him, I wouldn't dare touch. If God told me I had to sleep with him to stay alive, I'll tell God to take my breath. And I'm being honest with you.
Man.
But you chose him,
Yes.
though. You chose him.
Yeah,
you chose to have a baby with him.
I chose him. Right, I chose him, and guess what? He gave me a beautiful daughter. I wouldn't trade my daughter for nothing in the world.
Mhm.
But I'm being honest with you. If God told me I had to sleep with him to stay alive, you might as well take my last breath.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
All right, we got. Wait, hold on, y'all. We got another caller. This caller called about 20 times and
Okay.
keep hanging up. 219 area code. Come on,
Okay.
caller. 219. Come on, let me hear what you got to say. You finally held on. 219.
Okay, I don't know if that's me because I'm calling from a 219. But I just
I'm
wanna
calling
say,
you.
it's not-
Yes, it's you, young lady. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. It's not all men. You know, it don't, like you say, it don't take a second to figure somebody out. Okay? You got women out here that's womanizing men, they're using men for their house, their cars, and whatever. And they still going back to their baby daddy or their husband. Y'all done damaged these men so bad to where is they don't even want to take care of their child because they too focused on chasing after what they've been chasing after and not chasing the right one. Now I don't know what's going on, but you can't sit up here and downgrade men just like we can't sit up here and downgrade women. Section A and all these housing vouchers don't got nothing to do with what we choose to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree.
You know, and it's a shame that you got women out here that's damaging men from not taking care of their child, and you got men out here that's been damaged by women that's not taking care of their kids. So it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Now, but you can I say this to you, sister? Let me ask you a question. Don't worry about the babies. Don't worry about that. You get as long as they with you. The selection process. You got to ask yourself now. If you in your right mind, I'm gonna just say this: we don't have too many Pauls running around here. Paul, he decided that he didn't want no mate. So what I'm saying, most people want companionship. I think I think I could be wrong.
Yep.
Everybody do.
Yeah.
Everybody do.
But there has to be a selection process. What
So
type
you got to survey every man or woman you date. You got
Right.
to get them a 21 questions.
No, well, whatever. If it's 50 questions, because listen, you just can't. When a man approach you, sister, you just can't assume that he's single.
No,
You can't
no
assume
one's
that.
never single.
You got to ask questions. You got to do a little investigation, whatever you want to call it, stalk or whatever.
But then they call that we crazy when we do that.
Wait a minute, wait.
Right. Mark.
No, listen.
Mark.
No, hold on. It's either you do that and get out of it real soon before you fall in love, or you just play that game and you get hurt in the long run. You realize he got a
I
wife.
don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. You can listen. You got to listen. You cannot listen, sisters. I'm telling y'all, as a man,
Okay.
you have to ask questions. You just can't assume nothing. Man, have you ever got high
So what
before?
if they lie?
When was the
So what if
last
they
time you
start
got
out
high?
lying?
Hold on, listen, sister. You might learn something now. I'm telling you.
Okay.
You might learn some if you listen. I'm a man. I'm telling you how to deal with another man. You got to ask men questions. And questions like, what was the last time you was in a relationship? How long was it? What happened? Why did y'all break up? So when you're doing this in your mind, you're processing. Do I really want to deal with this guy? Is he going to stick around? Is he just here to have fun and going on? How does he view me? See, like, now listen. Now, women, let me tell you, if you met that man and you half naked, you already know what time it is. He ain't looking to marry you. He looking to have fun. He's lusting.
No, that's not true because I was dating.
How you gonna tell me, baby, I'm a man?
Now, man, cause you could be a man, but I'm a woman, and there's different views. I'm gonna tell you something. I did the same thing. I did the 21 questions. I looked at the family. I met the mamas and all that. That the man, we sat down. I said, hey, when last time you had a relationship? Oh, well, I'm single. Come to find out, the man was married and didn't get a divorce until I had his first baby. And guess what? He up and left at 5 months pregnant and went to his guy, baby mama, and he helping her with her kids. I didn't did all that 21 questions and everything you said. They still would manipulate you and lie to you. Oh, I wasn't raised like that.
Okay.
Or I'm going to be there 110%.
Now listen. Whose fault is that because you didn't do no background check? His or yours?
I just told you I did.
No, you couldn't have did a background check and you didn't know. You couldn't have.
I didn't know until the end. I didn't know. Didn't have no proof of ring on the finger.
Listen. That don't mean nothing.
None of that.
That don't mean nothing because most married people don't even wear rings. Some of them. You won't even see them with a ring.
But what
on.
if they invite you to their house? Their house?
Right.
Their house, and there was no sign of a woman that lives there, but she's supposed to be married.
Well, let me just tell you this.
Now, when you got time to have pictures and clothes and shoes and stuff,
people
of
do
a
it.
woman being there.
The people do it. Don't people lie?
That's too much work.
Don't people lie?
That's
don't people steal?
Martin. Yeah.
They
women
listen.
lie, men lie.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you listen. And I'm going to say this. You still can meet a man and treat you right. But then in the relationship, it might go sour because he decide he don't want it no more. Or you guys outgrown each other. That can happen as well,
how can you make that decision like that? How can you just go up and you get involved in 3 months out of a relationship? You be like, oh, this is for me.
You know what? First of all, it depends on how you got started. Now, if you lay down the first 24 hours, he hit that in the first 24 hours. Now, I'm not asking you. Hold on. I'm not, regardless, I'm not asking you. Sometimes you got to get to know the person. You got to listen. When you're dating, you gotta ask yourself, am I dating just to have fun, or I'm dating to be in a relationship or for marriage? You gotta ask. See, I'm gonna tell you what men do. Not gonna tell you about a man. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. Men don't like half-naked women. They like to look at them. Don't get me wrong. We like to look at them, but we don't want our woman like that. I'm telling you. We don't want our woman like that. I'm telling you. And we don't, I'm just telling you, men do not like women that's always flapping off at the mouth, challenging them. They do not like that. I'm just telling you. But they'll go along because some of them might be in a position that they feel like they can't get nobody or they want to get in your underwear. They'll go along with all that. A lot of men don't like all that makeup and eyelashes and all that weave. A lot of men don't like it. They're not going to tell you guys, because they're afraid of you guys not giving in to them. I'm just telling you. I'm being real honest with you. Most men. Hold on, sister. Most men.
Okay.
They in a relationship, but they silent. They're not really going to tell you what they don't like. They don't want to hurt your feelings in the thing. You know. They don't like.
Ask them, what do you expect of me? What do you want from me? What do you need from me? How can I make this relationship better?
It don't make.
And they still won't say nothing
because they say anything. Even if they give you an answer, it still might be a lie. They might just want to hang around because you're a nice looking person, or you're a little arm trophy, or you got your own little apartment crib. You're decent. They might, it depends on what men see you as. I'm telling you, it depends. how they see you, how they view you. Because just like a woman know if she first meets you, she know if she can sleep with you or not. You might be a potential candidate. I'll say that.
So why do men get mad when we do the same thing to them?
Well, because we're living in
Potential candidate.
we're living in, hold on.
Oh boy.
But we're living in a double
Okay.
standard. We're living in, hold on, sister. We're living in a double standard world.
Okay.
It's more accepted for women to sleep with women, but it's not accepted for men to sleep with men. That's looked down upon. All of it is looked down upon, but the women get passes, but not the men. The men don't get passes, but the women get passes for sleeping with each other. You have men that have said, well, it's okay, baby. I have both of y'all in a bed. Men say things like that. I join both of y'all. Join in. Let me watch. I'm being honest with you. This is a mature adult conversation now. Now, if you're a child, you need to be getting up out this live. Seriously.
So,
Go ahead.
So it's acceptable for a woman,
so,
to have sex with another woman, but it's not acceptable for two men.
No, not at all.
so if
Double standard.
we
He's not
decide
going to admit that they slept with a man. A man ain't going to admit he slept with a man.
So
No.
not. So not.
No, he's not.
So-
He's not going to admit that.
So is it acceptable for a man to kiss another man on the cheek, grab him from behind, cuff him up, and give him a wet kiss with his eyes closed?
No, that's not acceptable. Most
I don't
men,
know about
let
that
me just
one.
say that, sister. Most men are not going to let you see them messing with another man, especially if he's quote unquote straight. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to see you. Why you think men kill gay men because their secret get out? Okay? I'm telling you.
Mhm.
So that listen, you got gay men that don't have a feminine bone in their body. Far as gestures or nothing like that. None of that. You got men that don't even talk about it, they just do it. But it's a dangerous game that they play because a man will kill you if they feel
So
like.
do you think a man is gay if they did 22 plus years in jail?
Well, now listen, I can't say. Let me just say this, sister. Let me just say this. I ain't never been to prison, so let me just say this. He's on my suspect list, and when I say gay, not now switching and all that, because in the prisons, the transgenders, the men that look like women or act like women, they gold. They gold. That's gold in the jails. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you're a woman, I'll probably have a man take an HIV test if you come out of jail, spend that long time in jail or something. So I mean, that's your choice. I can't choose for you, but I can't say every man that spent 20 years in jail, he gay. I can't say that, sister. I can't say that. I might suspect him as being that, or probably played a little bit, because there's a term that they got going. Some men are gay for the stay. Other words, once they're out of there, they're no longer practicing in their homosexual behavior. So let me tell you another thing. If two men are touching each other in a sexual way, that is gay. Okay? In a sexual way, that's gay. First, putting his tongue in another man's mouth. Hold on, sister. Hold it.
Okay.
If they playing, hold on, sister. If they playing swordfish, y'all got. I can't go into detail what that is, but you got to kind of use your imagination. All right. Right. Okay, I got a new caller. 5625. Come on, caller.
Oh,
Come on, caller. We talking about relationships now. 5625 is the last 4 digits of your phone number. Caller. Caller.
I want to talk.
Caller 5625.
So here's the thing,
Okay.
Mark. It's
Go
the
ahead.
fact of
Okay, come on.
now. Here's the thing. It's not okay for a man to be with another man because the man is supposed to be the man, the provider of the household and the relationship.
Okay, we know
Okay,
that.
yeah, they.
Go ahead. Tell us.
But that's why it's not okay, and they justify and they okay with a woman sleeping with another woman, but they're not okay in the fact that a man is sleeping with another man.
That's why that DL stuff was just so big when it got exposed.
Okay, correct. That is correct.
Mm.
That is correct. That definitely is correct.
That either one of them is okay, but the man is supposed to be the power or the perspective of our household.
Mm-hmm. And then,
So for them to
like I said, when I said that with women it's acceptable, it's like a double standard. It's all is wrong. Don't get me wrong now. It's all wrong.
period.
And period. It's just like it's not acceptable for a woman to sleep with this man and that man and this man and that man and this man. She a 304. Now, but if a man do it, he's praised. Oh man, you a player. How did you get her? You cool, you know. It's a double standard. But it's all wrong. Even if a man sleep with so many different type of women, it's wrong. That's wrong. So I understand what you're saying. We're not justifying wrong behavior on here today at all. At all.
No, we're not. We just trying to give us a perspective of why a man will have two women in his bed, but she can't have two men in her bed.
That's the society we live in. That's what's acceptable, you know. That's how it is.
Absolutely.
You know, that's how it is.
I don't mean but again, like you said, it's the society that we live in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's how, you know, just like group sex. You got groups you got couples that they into swinger circles. They swing, you know, they watch each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all types of things that's going out here under the umbrella of relationship. You know, you ever heard people say, well, hey, honey, you ain't got to cheat on, just bring her home and we both get her. You know, you got some women like that. You got some men like that. Well, baby, you ain't got to cheat. Just come on and just bring them over here. I'll watch y'all get down. You know, you got relationships like that out here today. I call those open relationships. Whatever you want to call it.
And that's exactly what and you know what's wrong with that is both of y'all agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
Martin, this is what I heard before.
Go ahead.
This is not my personal opinion, but this is what I heard. They say, you know, it's harder for a man to sleep with multiple women. That's why he don't get the same social scrutiny. So if a woman want to sleep with 10 men, she don't have to put no effort in. She could literally go down to a club or wherever she want to go, tell a guy, come home with me, and he going to go and get down with her. A man ain't about to go and pull no 10 women in one night and sleep with them all. He got to put in some work. So that's why, and again, it's not my argument. This was just what I heard. That's why men get commended, because you can't just sleep with 10 women. This is a number I made up, but you can't just sleep with multiple women like that, like a woman can.
You
know
guys
woman,
sleep with multiple women more than females can, because we are.
You're not even listening to what I'm saying. This is just I'm not. No, you're not. You're just trying to respond to it. You're not necessarily. You didn't hear what I said. You really didn't. I could tell. So that is what the argument. When people say, that's why people don't look at it as equal, because they say it's easy for, if a woman just say, I want to sleep with, how many men gonna turn you down if you say, hey, come sleep with me? Most men not gonna turn you down. Let's be honest. A man don't get it like that. Even though a man, yes, can be sleeping with multiple women, the chances of him getting down with a female the first time you meet her is very rare. So that's why the woman get looked down on, because if you done slept with 50 men, you probably didn't put that much effort into it. It probably came to you pretty easy. If a man sleep with 50 women, man, you must have really had some game. How you do that? When you meet 50 women that's just willing to get down with you, and that's what I'm saying. That's not my personal opinion. That's just the argument that I hear.
Okay.
So if that's not your personal opinion, then why would you repeat it?
I'm just giving you some perspective on the conversation. This is how you have a conversation, young lady.
That don't mean
good Lord.
Personal opinion.
That must be this Detroit lady. I can tell. I can tell her voice.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I bet she's just wonderful to be in a relationship with.
No, my husband is right here, and I've been with him for 17 years. Babe.
God bless her.
No. Ain't no God bless her.
I thought she was gonna say she was a Lions fan.
No, I ain't a lion. I'm a fan, but that's his opinion. And it's not true. I've been with my husband for 17 years. That's not true. And he don't know if it's true. He just repeating what he heard.
And what's wrong with that? So you telling me,
Nothing wrong
hold
with
on, hold on, sister.
But if he don't
Hold
know
it, sister. So you telling me, hold on, you telling me nobody on this live shouldn't repeat nothing to something they heard. So you got, in order to talk about something, you got to been through it. Is that what you're trying to say? Then that shouldn't be the case.
No. Martin, my husband, is right here. He said, not unless he knows it's true, then he shouldn't repeat it. But again, he's saying that, but listen, he's saying that women could sleep with 50, women could sleep with multiple men and it wouldn't be a problem. But us as women, we are emotional. Men probably sleep with more women than us as female would.
Now, listen, hold on. I'm going to tell you didn't listen to him. Now, in order for a man to sleep with a lot of women, he got to put a lot of work in. That's what he was trying to say. You didn't listen to him. You can't just go out there and listen. Women can pull a man quicker than a man can pull a woman. And you know that. If a woman right now get on the phone and call a man and say, hey, I want you to come over and take care of me, most of the time that man coming. Now, if a man call a woman, it might be some restriction. Well, you got something for me over there, you got some money or something. It might be. So what I'm saying, he got to put in work to have all these multiple women. He got to have game. That's what the brother was saying. That's all what he was saying. That's all what he's saying. Women can get sex quicker than men can get it. You know y'all emotional. All y'all got to do is walk down the street and put on some booty shorts or something, whatever. Something tight. Somebody blowing, pulling over. Proposition. On Facebook, on social media. Then in your inbox, sending pictures of penises and stuff like that. So this is real. Yeah. So that's what the brother was saying, sister. You can't, come on now. And I'm going to tell you from the beginning, a lot of these men ain't not going to talk the way we're talking. They're not going to tell you. It's a lot. Listen, I'm in these conversations with men. There's not a woman on here can tell me about a man. I know the secrets of men. I'm a man. I'm 54 years old. I know how we think. I've been in these circles, in these conversations. I don't care how many brothers she says she have and all that. She's still not a man. I know how a man think. I know what we like. I know we talk. We talk. You got most men that in relationships right now, they're not happy. Women, they're not happy. Some are married. Some of them not married. They ain't going to tell a woman. They're not going to tell her. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. I'm going to talk. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say something.
Go ahead.
You could also, a man could be living with a woman, he don't even know about it, and then find out about it, and then the man totally get mad.
Hold on, sister. You and your telephone. Hold on. Why we always have problems with your phone? You was good today. Now the day now is breaking up. What's up? You on an earpiece or something? A Bluetooth? Yeah, because
I'm on Bluetooth. Hold on.
Come on, babe. Oh my God. Listen, people, if you guys are on the Bluetooth, please don't talk on the Bluetooth. Okay? Please don't do that. Y'all know the rules. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Go ahead. 7708. Let me go back to the gentleman. 7708.
Right here.
Did I break it down? Was I right what I said?
You did, and I just don't think she was trying to hit it. And so even though I was just trying to get some perspective, because people say, well, why do men do this? Well, this is why men get congratulated and women get put down. Because it don't take much for a woman to say, hey, you want to get down? Most men, 9 out of 10 times, a man going to say, yeah, he don't need to know your name or nothing. You go to the bus stop, ask a man, hey, you want to go to the motel? He finna go with you. So women get looked down on because it don't take much effort traditionally for her to have sex. Like a man really got to work to sleep with multiple women. I'm not trying to condone the behavior. I'm just saying why socially we look at the two behaviors different.
Correct. You're correct. They will look at it different.
Yeah, that's all we were saying.
That's all that is.
That's all we were saying, bro.
Same time.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Perspective.
Go ahead,
You know-
brother. 301. Go
you know-
ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, a woman can't get perspective of a man, which is true. And a man can only get perspective of the men he knows. He
Right.
can't get perspective of every man.
No.
Only the men that he knows.
Mhm.
So we,
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'll say this, brother. I'm 54 years old. I got enough experience and know how a man think, you know,
And I'm right there. with you.
and right. And I know how men think, you know, and we'll go along with a woman, even if it's something that we don't like about her, and we won't tell her. It'll just be a deep, dark secret. She might be too fat, but we just play the role. I'm telling you, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it because we don't want her feelings. We'll do it. You know, we'll do it. Men, we like that. We always talk about what we don't like. Like men, we'll say we don't like no woman dressing half naked. Well, we don't just say you don't want your woman dressing half naked, but we like to look at it. We like to look at it.
Exactly.
You know, just say you don't want your woman dressing half naked. But trust me, some of the men can't wait to get outside when summertime comes and see them girls in the two-piece leggings and all that. They looking. They might not say nothing. They might not go over there and pass their number. Yeah, you know, but they looking. They looking. And I'm going to tell you, and I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Most men, they like young women, younger women. They like it. I ain't talking about little babies now, but they like younger women. You got 54-year-old man, got 30-year-old women, you know, 32, 35, you know. They like it. It's a fantasy. They like it, you know. I just got to keep it 100. I'm saying things that men won't say. They afraid to tell a woman, you got too much makeup on, baby. Then she gonna have an attitude, you know. So they just don't say that, just to keep the peace in the house, you know, keep the lines of communication open. He don't say anything, you know. I mean go ahead, bro.
Right, not off, but you right. At the same time, they're the ones that's big.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain age, like our age, some of us really want mature women.
Yeah, of course.
Ain't got time to be grooming.
And you're right, brother.
I'm part of the body. I ain't got time to be grooming nobody. You know what I mean? Ain't putting the extra work in, so especially when you got kids that's 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
But that's just extra work, unnecessary work, and you paying for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you
right.
can get a more mature woman that's on her game, she ain't got to be 54. She could be 40 something.
Right.
That's you know what I mean? That's
what
on her
reason.
game and got something going for her. They doing the same thing as these young women.
Oh yeah.
Only ones that ain't doing is the one that I know my worth and all that. Well, what's your worth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Do you make your worth? Because you just had 50 other guys before me that was bums.
Mm-hmm.
So now you know your worth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's the same guy.
Yeah, I agree
We do
with
the same thing. All work this and we work that, but we failed 30 times before now.
You're right. I agree with you, brother, 100%. You know, I agree with you.
Let's put my wife back on the phone.
Okay.
Let me get out our conversation, man.
All right.
Y'all
cool.
enjoy y'all evening.
Thank you, bro.
That's my husband. He listens to our conversation every night, and he just stepped in on this, like, our lives.
Well, he spoke the truth. I understood him more so. Hey, I understood your husband more so than I understood you. Your husband was on point.
Exactly.
He was on point.
That's why he said that give me the phone. That's why he said that give me the phone. But I listen to you every night.
Yeah. Thank you. He was. Hey, your husband was on point. I ain't got nothing to say against what he said. He was on point because he got that experience. He know what's going on. Yeah. And see, and that experience, it gives you a lot of looks, and you can see certain behaviors come. Okay, I met somebody like this before. This is a liar coming in the gate. You know, you can see it coming. And like the brother said, I'm not in the business of trying to train nobody. You got to be ready at this point. You know?
Right.
You know, we teaching children. We're not teaching adults. Adults got to come already ready. You know? You got to come. You got to come.
He heard me when I said what I said. He said, "Baby, let me talk." And I said, "Okay, well, here, talk."
I'm glad you gave him the microphone. It was all good. That definitely all good. Let's go back. Let me go back to 9433 real quick, because I hope on the phone is acting right now. Come on, 9433.
Okay.
9433. I guess not.
Yeah, Mark. I was saying that red flags come up. So
Yes.
you're right. And the brother just got off the phone. He did speak the truth. I gotta get him that. He did speak the truth, but in the beginning of the relationship, a person really gonna show you who they are in like it's 3 or 4 months down the line.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I was saying.
Okay. We got a new caller, y'all. A new caller just called in. It might not be 1730. All right. 1730. That's Remy Martin, ain't it? No, 1738 is Remy Martin.
Ready.
All right. 1730. We're waiting on you to come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited. My numbers are on the screen to my right and to my left. It's on the little flicker thing. It's just call in. People, welcome to call in. There's no right and wrong answer. Just call in with you. I promise you, I'm not going to give your phone number out. I'm not going to call you back when it's over with. I'm not going to do none of those things. All right, 1738, what you got to tell us? What's going on? We talking about relationships now. We ain't talking about the migrants. We ain't talking about gang banging.
Hey, Martin, this is Betty.
Hey, Betty.
I was calling because I got something to say to us women.
Let's hear it.
You know, we always blaming the men over everything, but us women, we start off with a toxic relationship. Most of us women start off with a toxic relationship, and then when they get out that toxic relationship, they want a good man. That man was damaged already. So you coming in with your mess that you came from the other relationship, bringing into the other relationship with the new man. And that's what caused all the drama. But a woman know when a man got a woman. Ain't no whenever. You ain't going to be able to tell a man messing around with somebody else. I disagree.
Ooh, that's deep there. That's deep.
I disagree.
Can you give me one?
A man going to show you, because if you're paying attention to this man that you're dealing with, you want to know his moves, the moves change.
Give us some examples. So these young ladies, so to make it an excuse. Give me some of how men play.
If he can't play games like this, I got something to do. I got to take care of business. I got to go run and do this. Got to go do this. And then he got to make it back home. Then he'll tell you, I'm going to call you back later. Then you waiting on his call all night, but he didn't call you until the next day because he was with his girl.
What about holiday times like Thanksgiving and Christmas? And what?
Holiday times is worse. Worse. You know, them side chicks got to go home somewhere, go somewhere else, because a man going to be with their main girl on a holiday. Well, that's going to cause a problem.
What about Valentine's Day and Sweetest Day?
They gonna be with their main girl. That side chick gotta catch them on the day before Sweetest Day, the day before.
Wow. So all these are, hold on, sister. So all these are some of the signs of men got somebody else, right? That's what you're saying, right? Sister, 17.
They show you the signs.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, they show you the signs.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Listen up,
if
ladies.
You don't pay attention to that man, you won't know nothing.
Yeah, that's it. But you know
Watch
what?
how that man move.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I told y'all, ladies. You got to watch. You got to watch. I mean, if you serious now, if you just having fun, you a fun
girl. A man can love 3 or 4 women at one time, but a man ain't gonna be in love with 3 or 4 women. A man ain't gonna be in love with 3 or 4 women. He's going to be in love with that one woman, but he can love 3 or 4 women at one time.
All right. 56. Go ahead. 5625. Go ahead.
If a man is not waking up to you in the morning, ain't never woke up to you in the morning, he got a whole nother woman somewhere. And he got to be at home.
That's one of the red flags.
Absolutely.
Y'all, hey boy, y'all exposing men tonight, aren't you? Some man gonna be mad at Martin Johnson's show tonight, boy. They said Martin, man, y'all gonna have the men mad at me. Yeah, but hey, y'all not lying. You're not lying. I'm telling you, you're not lying. You're not lying. You know what my thing is? I never understood. I've done it. The woman haven't heard from me all day. But midnight now, I didn't try to get whoever I wanted to. It didn't work out. Now I'm using her for backup. Women.
That's called a booty call, Marvin.
Yeah, that's what
booty call.
So women, stop making yourself available every time he call you. Stop doing that.
Man can't come to my house that late.
Mhm.
That's you, my man.
All
And I
then.
know where you was.
Okay.
No. That's
Mark,
a
may I ask the woman? May I ask the
up.
question?
We got a question on it. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay, so if a lot of women on this panel is suggesting that pretty much man is not to be trusted, that's kind of
I
the
ain't say
overall
that.
theme. Okay, I'm
I
just
didn't
saying
say
it
that.
sounds like the overall theme. So I got a question though. So how do you approach meeting a new man if you already assume that he not to be trusted? How do you even approach meeting a new person there? It sounds like y'all done lost hope in a man.
Not me. I never said that one.
We didn't say that, but we just telling you when we in a relationship with a man, we know when we pay attention to when things change.
I understand. So how do you approach let's say you meet somebody new, how you approach that?
First of all, you don't know him. You don't
Hey, you
know
put the
him.
shit on the table, what you want and what you is and what you ain't.
But no, you don't really know a person till 6 months to a year in a relationship.
But no, when you come
No.
into a new relationship,
No.
you let them know what you like and what you don't. Y'all sit down and talk. Where you going in this? What is we doing with this relationship? Is we fucking?
Okay, so do you all feel like you can trust a man? Do you feel like a man can be trusted?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, me too.
I do 100%.
Okay. All right.
Of course, a man can. Women are worse than men. I gotta say it, women. I'm a woman, but women are worse than men. Yes, we are. A man can get some women. A man can get some women just some weed and a drink and go fuck them. Now, come on now.
Hey, hold on, y'all.
Hey,
Hold it.
hey,
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Hey,
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Listen, let's try not to
Okay.
get away with that language. You know, I don't want Facebook trying to be kicking me off and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I know it's grown folks talk. I know it's
Okay,
live
brother.
uncut. Hold on, y'all. I got a new caller.
Brother.
Caller. Yeah, I got a new caller. Hold it. Let me
I'm
get
gonna
this.
be honest with you, brother.
Come on now. Go ahead.
I told one guy, all I want to do is hit it.
Okay,
all I want to do.
that's
I
understandable.
want to hit you, and you can leave.
That's understandable. That's
what I want.
Listen.
Wow.
Hold on. Listen to this.
That's grown folks talk.
Hold on, baby. Hold it. Consensual sex. Hold on. Consensual sex. Y'all gonna let me talk or what? Consensual sex between two grown people is okay. If you guys decide that's what you guys want to do, that's what it is. All right, we got a new caller. 3470. Come on, caller.
All right. Good evening, people. Good evening, Cram Chaser.
Good evening.
You know what? It's hard to tell if someone's cheating. That's for the men and women. Yeah, it is. I've done it, and they had no clue.
Now you can answer that call.
Okay.
You know, so it's
let me
it's not. You know what I mean?
Let me say this, bro. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Suspicion is a monster. Now, you can suspect a person cheat, but you can't prove it. That don't mean that you don't know that they ain't doing it. They just can't prove it. Because I was in a relationship one time, and I knew the person was cheating, but I could not prove it. But eventually, it came out. But I couldn't prove it. I mean, they was airtight. You asked where they was at. I was right here, but I mean, had an answer for everything. But that suspicion, man, it's something down in, I guess the lady called it intuition or whatever. But you know you can't prove it. Because I can't prove it, that don't mean I don't know you ain't cheating, though. I'll say that, brother. I'll say that.
I'll smell the stuff. If you ain't got that soap on that I brought you, it's gonna be a problem.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, I that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand, brother. It's hard, but you just got to pay attention. That's all. The pattern's gonna change. You know, when y'all used to be on the phone for an hour, now you're on the phone for 2 minutes. All of a sudden, one person is busy now. They ain't got that much time. You know, so it's things change. You gotta pay attention
or they don't answer the phone.
Or they don't answer the phone. What you say? I was asleep. I left my phone. The battery was dead. Man, we all have heard those lies. We've all heard them lies. Oh, I was on my auntie house.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, I was drunk. I fell asleep. You know, all those, both males and females.
I don't play that.
I know.
Wherever you fell asleep at, you better stay at. I don't play that.
I heard that. Well, I can tell the crib is yours then. It ain't the man's. I can tell. And see, a lot of y'all women. Let me say this. A lot. I got a new caller. I'm coming to you, new caller. I'm coming to you. 6331. A lot of you women, you guys use your apartment, your house as a weapon to try to control a man, to make him act right. I'm telling you. A lot of you guys do that. I've seen it. The man come in too late. You got his clothes sitting at the door. You might not put him out, but you're bluffing him. You do that next time, I'm putting you out. And that's not cool, because you know what that does? That sets up in his mind, as soon as he hit a lick or find something better, he gonna ghost on you. Trust me. He already.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's okay. But you know what?
So women, Mark.
Go ahead.
So women, could you please reply to that? Because a lot of what he just said is true. A lot of you all use your houses for power, and you control men. And that's what most of you all do. Most of you all have men stand with you all, and most of y'all use them for power. So if it is a problem, you put them out. You're cutting up their clothes, you're cutting their tires, you're burning their clothes up, you're calling their job, harassing them. So, because you're not getting what you want.
Grown women don't do that.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That is true.
They do it.
That's not true.
They do it.
They do it a lot. More than you would even imagine.
No, I don't do that.
You might not do that, but grown women do that, because I know a lot of grown women that does that.
I have done it.
They ain't grown. They grown in age, but not grown in mind.
Exactly. You mess with little girls. Little girls do that.
No, grown women do it too. Trust me.
Grown women do it too.
So you telling me grown women don't slash tires? Grown women. Hold on.
Don't play with the cars, but don't play with mine.
Listen. Grown women don't go in man phone trying to unlock his code. They don't do none of that, right?
That's a
A
lie.
lot of women do that.
Okay.
That's true.
That's cool. Okay, then. That's what I'm talking. Let's go to this new caller
I
real
don't
quick.
do it, but a lot of women do that.
Hold it. Let's go
First
to this
of
new
all-
caller. Hold it. Y'all get this new caller. 6331. I don't like leaving nobody on hold too long. Come on, caller.
How you doing, Martin?
Good.
How you doing, Martin?
Good. Go ahead.
This Marcus Crockett. I just wanted to explain what I just heard right now. What she said. She talking about what they said. She said they said a woman don't do what? What
Slash
you
tires. Slash tires.
Oh, that's a lie, because my girlfriend did me. So that's a lie. Women do slash tires.
How old was she?
She probably was like 28, 29.
Oh, baby.
She's young.
She grown.
Yeah, but I want to expose the women right now. I ain't trying to bash the men, because I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? And I do have multiple women. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I am a man. I'm not married. So, but I want to expose the women tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, because the women that I've dealt with, you know what I'm saying, in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? I'm 31, so I know the women that I've dealt with in my lifetime, and y'all do got secrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm for to expose them right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I studied women too. I studied my baby mamas. I studied my mother. I studied my sisters. I saw my aunties. You know what I'm saying? So I know what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And
Let the man talk. Let him talk
right now. You had your time to talk. It's
Let
my
him
time
talk.
to talk now. You talked already. Let me get my 10 minutes in. I'm out y'all way, because I'm on the switchboard right now, watching y'all right now. So, but I want to expose the women right now. I only got 12 things right now that I know for sure that a female does do this. You know what I'm saying? And number one is they eat standing up in the kitchen counter. They do this.
What? They will
eat standing up in the kitchen counter. They do it.
What? What's that?
What's that?
They eat standing up in the kitchen.
Doing
on
what?
the counter.
And what's wrong with that? I mean, I don't see what's wrong.
Eating.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong.
Sometimes you don't feel like cooking dinner. So what you do?
Oh, wow.
Okay, I see where you're going.
When you live alone, sometimes you probably eat Papa's Booty popcorn for dinner. I don't know.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
Some of y'all might do karate moves and can play or watch 6 hours of video games or 6 hours of Netflix without blinking the eye.
What? What's wrong with
I don't care about my man playing the video game.
When you were
Let him
single,
talk, y'all.
when you were
Let him
single,
talk.
did you have like a disgusting toothpaste container that you never count once you got married, or was that just a oops?
Let
Did
him
you
talk.
dance around your apartment alone sometimes?
Let him talk.
Yes, I think y'all can.
Let him
Can
talk.
y'all play the keyboard naked? Yes, you can. Can you eat 6 bowls of soup if no one's there to shame yourself and to stop it? Or is it just a spirit of obesity? You want to eat yourself to death because you
talk.
depressed? You making yourself fat. I said that before. I don't want no fat girl. Because a fat girl,
Hold
a
on.
fat woman
Hold on. One
can't do
mic.
nothing for me.
One
That's
mic.
too much work for me. I'm 170 pounds. You hear me? I'm not for to date no woman that's 400 pounds unless you're gonna pay me $400.
You're not
Jesus.
talking about
Yeah. So
Ma'am.
y'all tend to be up late and eat frosty mini wheats and tell yourself how bad the small bowl was, and then you lose track of many bowls that you had. If that's right, some of y'all lose track. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Hey,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying?
Mark.
You like to rant.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on real quick. Listen, ladies, whether you agree with him or not, let him talk, please. Let him talk.
Yeah,
Let him talk.
I'm speaking facts right now.
Okay, go ahead. Let him talk. Then we could discuss what he said.
You tend to get into a late night Bravo with the frosty mini wheats, and then you tell yourself how bad the small bowl was, like what I was saying. But then you lose track of how many bowls you had. That's a lie. How you gonna lose track of how many bowls you had and you sitting up there you eating the cereal? So you ate 12 bowls of Special K and you forgot how many bowls you ate. You had 12 bowls. You forgot how many bowls you had. Wow. I like to rent really bad girly movies with my boyfriend is out of town, like Letters of Juliet, or anything with Jennifer Aniston or J-Lo in it. Please.
Okay.
J-Lo have been married. How many times she's been married? How many times Jennifer Aniston been married?
Okay.
Stop playing me. It sounds like that y'all women can't keep a man.
All right.
When your boyfriend's not around, what you do? You put his sweatpants on, you put his t-shirt on, you drink a bottle of wine while you watching Jersey Shore or Real Housewives. Sometimes you make an omelet and eat it out the pan while you cooking it. Okay. You may your recycling may builds up because sometimes you may be too lazy to constantly get down the stairs because you feel so empty, and you sometimes feel leaving the need your recycling tower with that type of all around you.
Okay. All right. Hold it right there, brother. We got hold it. We got a new caller. Okay, bro.
That's like secret single behaviors. You know what I'm saying?
Make this your last one, brother.
Like, in a relationship, that's really not good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold it right there, brother.
This I know. You know what I'm saying?
Hold it right there, brother.
Understand, but that's what it is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hold it right there, brother. I got a new caller, out of town caller. I want to get them real quick. 816. Come on, area code 816. Thank you for holding.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You sound beautiful. That voice sound romantic. All right. You know, say, hey, Merton. All right. I see. Go ahead. Go ahead, my dear sister.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
So I'm 46 years old, and I just want to speak on the man coming into the house with a woman. So when I was younger, that's what I wanted. That's when I had a simple mind, when I didn't know, when I was in my 20s. I wanted a man to be here with me every night. And if he wasn't, then that was a problem. But as a 46-year-old woman, I want him to have his space and I have my space. And this is why we're getting to know each other. We lose track of friendship. We meet people and we jump in these relationships and we don't even know them really. And to want a man like that to be in my house, in my bed with me every night, to me, that's unacceptable.
Okay. Now, I missed that. To want a male in your bed every night is unacceptable because of what?
What was the question?
Yeah. No, you okay, you said to have a male in your bed every night. That's unacceptable. So why?
That's unacceptable while you're getting to know someone.
Okay. That's why I missed that part then. Okay. Now let me ask you a question. I want to drill you a little bit. Since you're 46, I know you got some knots and bruises, and probably listen. I want to ask you a question. Now, what is the time? How long do you give yourself to know the guy that's pursuing you? Do you have like a time frame of 3 months, 2 months, a year, 3 or whatever?
I mean 6 months, a year.
Okay.
It just depends, like what the conversations are when you are dating that person, when y'all are becoming friends, everything that happens before the relationship. I would say that the time frame depends.
Okay. All right. Okay, but you did put a time on it, 6 months, and now you can't put a time on it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Now listen, so you literally think a man, depending on if he's not religious or trying to marry you without, gonna wait around 6 months for you, so make up your mind that you think he gonna wait around 6 months, and if he's not pursuing you for marriage or he's not into some type of religious institution, do you think he gonna sit and wait on you? He gonna date other women too? I mean, can you feel me on that? I'm just, talk to me.
Yeah, I feel that. That's definitely a possibility. I feel that.
Right. I mean, because if
we're not in any sort of committed relationship and we're just getting to know each other, I mean, what would be the expectation as a woman just getting to know a man? You want him to go out and make his moves and do what he do and do him, so you can learn him.
Right. Have you ever been married before?
I have.
Okay. All right. You ever thinking about getting married again?
I do.
Oh, okay. You think it's a possibility that you ever get married again, or is slim to none?
I don't know. I think definitely it's a chance that I'll get married again.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you another question.
Sure.
You know what you want in a man. Do you think you'll be able to get everything that you want?
No, that's unrealistic.
Oh, okay. Because some of us we do have this blueprint of a man or of a woman that we want. We all, both males and females had it. Okay, I want this. I want to look like this. I want this. I want to have this. And sometimes it don't add up to none of that. Some of us.
So I don't look to a man to provide anything for me that I can't provide for myself when it comes to happiness.
Okay. So why would you want to get married again if you happy?
So companionship, I mean, a man just brings something with him, protection.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things like the man brings with him. But as far as like happiness, I should be happy before.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Now, you have any children, grown children? Hello?
Yes.
You got children?
Yes, I have 5 children.
Are they grown?
They are all grown.
At the house?
Yes.
Okay. Good job. Yeah, because sometimes we've been in relationships where the children is a deal breaker to a lot of men, especially when you got young men, teenagers running in and out with ski masks on their face and all that. That's intimidating to men. Seriously.
Right.
I've been in stuff like that. I mean, I've met some nice ladies, beautiful, but their children was out of control, and I don't expect a lady to go against her child. For me, a total stranger's coming to a relationship she's trying to get to know, So,
Right, yeah.
And some of these
I kind of just started back like dating because my kids are grown. They are just newly out of the house for, I think, like 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with every transition that we make as women, we need to take a moment to learn ourselves.
You got me on speakerphone right here.
Get more into
Somebody put your phone on mute. Go ahead, my dear sister. Somebody got.
So yeah, I was saying, so like I'm like a new empty nester.
Okay.
So but you know, it took time. You know, it took me time to get used to this, to get back into the mode of, okay, you know, I want to date now. It took time. It was things that, you know, with that transition of having my kids in the home versus now they're not in the home, you know, there's some new things that I may need to learn about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just really took time before just trying to be out here dating.
Okay. That's you. I understand you. I mean, that's a good thing. You make sure all the children are grown, and you know, and you focus on yourself. You got yourself together. You know, took some time to heal whatever bad relationship you went through or whatever. You know, I mean, even let me ask you a question. Do men approach you on a regular basis, like when you're out or you're working or something?
So yeah, I do get approached a lot.
Okay. And what's your response?
You know, I mean, I feel like men look at me as kind of like an alpha male. I don't know. And I feel like a lot of the men
that's not good.
that I run into.
That's not good.
I mean, but hey, like,
that's not
it's
good.
Just me, you know. I want to be cool with you before I want to be your woman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just me.
Right.
It's easier for me to be cool with you before thinking about being in a relationship with you.
That's not good. The alpha male, that's not good. That's that masculine energy. I can feel it through the TV. Go ahead.
No.
I'm saying, listen, okay.
But
go up, listen.
But you know, with me, like, I'm willing to let that go. Like, I want to let that go.
Now, let me just say this.
I don't feel like.
Let me say this before you get started. Now, I believe that women can have masculine energy, but you got to know when to turn it on and turn it off.
Right.
I'll say that.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I raised 4 boys.
Okay.
So, you know, it was important to me. And, you know, I raised them as a single mom.
Okay.
So it's important for me for my boys to see something that maybe a woman shouldn't be doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would work on my own cars. I would have my sons out there with me doing these things. So, you know, I mean, I feel like sometimes we have to walk in that.
Oh, okay. Now you know that alpha male masculine energy, that's a turnoff to a real man. That drives a man away. You know, men, we like for women to be able to depend on us, you know. But if you don't need us, but laying in the bed and all that, because most of I'm just gonna speak. I'm just gonna tell the truth, Shane the devil. Most of the time, black couples get together. Only time they get along is laying down in the bed. When they get up, they can't get along.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right.
That ain't gonna work.
Right.
That ain't no husband and wife material right there. That's not gonna work.
Right.
You know, I'm being honest with you. I'm not trying to be dirty talking or nothing like that, but I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Something got to give.
Yeah, that is true.
Something has to give.
That is true.
And a man dealing
but
with you.
Know, I kind of
go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
I kind of feel like as a mom raising young men or whatever, that was like a position that I had to play.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I want to date, like that is one of the things that like I don't want to do that anymore. I don't have to do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's easier for me to let go of that now that my kids are grown and that they are out of the house. So that is one of the things that I'm willing to let go of now.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you getting old, woman. You 46 years old. You getting old now. Hey, man, they looking at them young women at 30, 35, 32, 30. So hey, all right, you got to come with it. Say, hey, man, listen. Hey, you got to tell them come with it. Because I'm going to tell you, it got to be a very patient man to sit and be 3-6 months, be your friend before you try to get into bed with you. Very patient, And
really?
oh yeah, man. Listen, only way I can see that happen if you're a Christian, a Muslim, and you're trying to do the right thing. But a regular stand-up guy, he ain't gonna be sitting around no 6 months waiting on you to make up your mind, whether you're gonna be his woman now, you're gonna be in a relationship. Come on now. You're 46 years old. They're not gonna, man. I'm not saying you gotta jump in the bed right away. No, but you like, let's be cool first. And let's say, you gotta know what you want. Say, man, I'm looking for marriage. Dating with the man of marriage. What you want? What's up with you? We might go out a couple of times, if we can talk, I'll see. But you can't string. See, what you're doing is you stringing a man along. You stringing him along. And it maybe giving him a possibility of a little hope. That if something else better come along, you like, we just friends anyway. I ain't made no commitment to you. Yeah, see, you leave your options open. I already know what you're doing. Been there, baby. I already know. I know what you're doing. But you listen, hey, I ain't mad at you, but I know what you're doing.
I get what you're saying, though. I do. I understand that.
I mean,
Martin, why do women withhold sex?
Well, they, I would say this: you talking about older women or younger women? Which one in dating? Which?
In this particular case, the older woman. Why withhold sex?
Well, I guess I guess women at that age, they know their worth now, and they know that you can't easily get them, opposed to when they was in their 20s and 30s and stuff like that. So they're not easy to give it up, and they play sex games and stuff like that. And I understand. You don't want to be too easy. They play these games and see where you at. And
that's what it sounds like.
And most women know if they give it up to you, that thing between their legs is attached to their emotions, and they'll fall for they cling on to you. Because some women, they ain't cold blooded. Once they give you their all, they bite and all that, man, it's like they clingy, and they don't want to put themselves in that position. They don't want to do that. And if you're not the right person to do that, they don't want to do that. And I understand they're protecting themselves. Some women really emotional. They can't just lay down with anybody and get themselves up, and then the man walk away and all that, and it don't work out. That messes with the man. Then you got some women, they can screw you and not never talk to you again, going on to the next one. So that's
Martin,
a lot of time.
With you saying that, it almost sounds like they treating sex as the most valuable thing they can give a man. And I don't think that is the most valuable thing. Like, I would think for a woman that her time and energy is more valuable than the sex. So if she's treating her sex like it's the most valuable thing she have to offer, that's a red flag for me.
But you know what? Let me say this. But that is sacred though. Sex is sacred though. Soul ties. So you got to look at it like that. I understand it. She have to protect that because she letting a man come inside of her. That's soul tied. I understand what you're saying. My brother. I understand exactly what you're saying. But just to open up your body and let somebody come inside you, that's a whole totally thing. It is a prize. It is a prize. And I understand what you're saying too. But the personality, you talking about the overall and all that, but sex is very important to a woman. Very important. Very important. Very important. Yeah, but hold on, I got another.
And I think it becomes more important as she gets older.
Yes. Yeah, but she realizes her worth. Yeah. Hold it right there. I got another call again. I think the same call, 3470. Go ahead, caller.
But you know what? That's true. I understand what y'all saying. But if you're in a relationship, and you've been in a relationship for years, a lot of women, what they do is they use their body to control you. Or you ain't doing this, I won't give you no sex.
Right. They do that.
And I heard that.
They do that.
I
They-
went through that.
Yeah. They
I
do.
think that's the games that Martin mentioned.
Yeah. They do
Yeah,
that.
and no one wants to go through that. And I told her, I was like, if you don't get, if I don't get, I get it from someone else. And I just came out and told her, I wasn't gonna BS her or nothing.
Right.
So guess what? We're not in that relationship. I got divorced
Uh-huh. It happens.
because we're not gonna play those sex games.
Right.
Because she had mentioned that to me in her previous relationship. Well, I was with him. We wasn't sleeping together. I was like, okay, well, you already know the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
I wasn't gonna let her
how
play.
old
I
are
wasn't-
you, if I can ask?
I'm 59.
Okay.
He's 58.
Okay.
So I wasn't going to play those sex games. We're too old to play the sex games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we were married. We were married.
So
Usually, I'm surprised because usually when you get a certain age, a lot of black women don't get married
they don't.
in their 50s. They don't.
40s either. Most of them.
That's right.
If it don't happen in
I'm
your
Go ahead. I'm in a serious relationship right now, and if it fails or whatever, I'm not going to deal with no one else my age. It's going to be 10 to 15 years younger. I'm not going to have no more old ass women. It's not going to happen. I'm going to keep it real with you. Not going to sit up and lie.
Wow.
Preach. What?
Yeah. Well.
What's the purpose?
Wow. You heard it from himself. This is relationships. We talking people. This is grown, mature audience. This is real. I mean, seriously. And you know, and when women hold back sex, I mean, man, men gonna get theirs regardless. They might like it, they gonna get theirs. Women gonna get theirs too. You know, then like I say, I was talking to a young lady the other day, and she was like, Martin, I was gone before I left the relationship. In her mind, she was gone. She just physically have not left the relationship. So we have a lot of that going on right now that we look at as the perfect relationship, but one of their minds is not with it, you know? So any breakup is always in the mind first before it happened physically. It always in the mind.
How very 100% true of what you're saying, Brother Martin. 100%. Because me and you conversate all the time. You're a close friend of mine. I've known you probably about 50 years, 45 years. So we conversate about everything.
Yeah.
And what you're saying is true.
Yeah, this happened, man, you know.
And once I tell you I'm tired, the relationship is over with.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of us that's older in our 50s, man, we know we ain't getting no younger. The clock is ticking. And we ain't got time to be with this one and that one and with this one and that one and that one. And when these games start coming up, playing these little kid games and girly games, and man, it's no good. It's no good for your health. You know, it's no good for your psyche. It's no good. You know, it's no good. You got to, in relationships, I learned you got to fight to keep it going, because men can identify with this. Have you ever just got into a relationship and a woman that you was pursuing, you wanted to be, now she started ringing your phone, start calling you, all of a sudden she's available now. Like, man, I just got into a relationship. I can't even do this. But see, that's how the devil works. When you find somebody, you begin to be happy. Now it comes Satan now, coming on, want to break up the relationship, the home wrecker. It's up to the man. It's up to the man. You got to stand firm and say, no, I can't do this. I'm sorry, baby. I'm involved now. You know, it's up to the man. Trust me, because a woman know when you're not there. And like I said earlier, we all can cheat. You might not get caught cheating, but you know somebody cheating. You just can't prove and catch them. And I tell people all the time, I can't catch you, but in the back of my mind, I know you're doing something. I know you're doing something.
Well, that's the same thing with me. If I assume you're doing it, because I know me, if I assume you're doing it, you're doing it. That's it.
Yeah.
I just got to assume.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm right 100% of the time. If I assume you're doing it, you're doing it.
Yeah. And you might not never catch them. That don't mean you might not never catch. They might show you no signs.
And guess what?
If
I assume you're doing it, you might as well be, because I don't want you no more. It's over with. Proof or no proof. That's it.
And I'm gonna tell you another secret, ladies. Men are not so forgiving when you go out and cheat on them. More so than ladies, and ladies will take you back. But the men, I don't know why it's like that, but man, you cheat on a man, oh my God, he liable to kill you and kill himself too in the term. You know, I'm just being honest with you guys. It's just, you got some men, they can't take it. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. They can't take it.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being real honest with you. Being real
you're
honest.
Right. You're 100% right.
I'm not trying to scare nobody from being in a relationship and none things, but these are the things that we have to consider when we're in a relationship with somebody that we say we love and all that. And I'm going to tell you another thing, ladies and gents. If you spend 20 years of your life in a relationship and it look like it ain't going nowhere, and I ain't talking about no marriage or nothing like that, you done wasted 20 years of your life. Gone. You can never get that back again. Why sit in something
Amen.
And you see it ain't going nowhere? Time is valuable, people. It's real valuable. We can make some money. If we lose some money, we can get again. If we lose a house, we can get another house. If we lose a car, we can get another car. But we cannot get time back, people. Time. We're going to be dead more than we're going to be alive. I'm telling you.
That's right.
It's time. Now, for those of us
Amen.
that's over 40, man, just think about it. We ain't got that long.
Right.
Go ahead.
Can I have walked up on a guy cheating on me.
Okay.
I felt it. My woman intuition told me, and I went right there on my feet. And you know, I was hurt at first, then I thought about it. You've been doing this all the time. So let me give you to her full time. That way I ain't got to deal with you.
Okay. Well, it's easy said and done. Somebody said, let's talk about, let me see what it is. Somebody wanted to say something. Let me read what they said. I think, let me make sure I get it right. I don't want to say it wrong. Said, let's talk about erectile dysfunctional. Okay, now let's talk about that. Now listen, a lot of men, when you get in your 40s, 50s, you know, that plane ain't standing up like that, getting up in the air. Take a little while for it to get up. Now, a lot of you got young guys in their 20s is taking Viagra, these and pills enhancers to stay up. Now, let me just say something about that. Now, as an older guy, speaking for myself, I'm not going to mess with nothing that don't turn me on. Then I know if I'm sexually involved, I have to diet and have exercise, because eventually, if you start taking them Viagra pills and all that stuff, which I've never taken one, it's going to get used. You're going to get used to it. Your body's going to get used to it and all that. So you have to eat right. You have to exercise and all that if you're going to perform sexually. And sex does play a role in the relationships. You know, it does. I had a young lady tell me, she said, Martin, I hate when I meet a guy and they pop just that quick. It's a turnoff. I don't want to deal with them no more. You know, so y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I'm not trying to be, because we are still in the public arena. But see, it happens though. It happens. It happens because men, we base our thing off sound and sight. You know, we can hear you make noise and we boom. You know, get too excitement. It can happen though. Men do have reptile dysfunction, you know, because they just can't. You got a bad diet, man. That thing ain't going nowhere.
Blood pressure pills. Yeah. Right, blood pressure pills.
Well, actually,
especially right when the man takes the blood pressure pills.
Hold on. Viagra is nothing but blood pressure pills, Harper. That's all what it is. Let the blood flow down there. So, I mean, y'all laughing and all that. You got some women, y'all can't get moist down there. You dry. You got lubricated down there. So it can happen to either side. You know, that's why your relationship can't just be based on sex. Yes, sex plays a role in it, but it shouldn't be 90% of your relationship. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be.
Right.
Shouldn't be, you know. I mean, there's nothing like laying next to somebody, knowing that he love you, she love you, and y'all hugged up together. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling, you know. And you got people right now laying next to each other in the bed right now. They've been together for years, don't even love each other no more. They're just going through for the kids' sake, to make it look good. You know, for the public's sake, for the church's sake. No, they can't stand each other guts. Matter of fact, they might have their own room. I've known couples to have their own room, don't even sleep in the bed together no more. I'm telling you. And there's people that's married couples out here living like that, young and old. I'm telling you. That's turning a blind eye in their relationship. You know your husband don't love you no more. You know he got a girlfriend. You know your woman got a boyfriend. You know her patterns. When you trying to touch her, she moving your hand, vice versa. There's no more excitement there. Men, we are hunters. You got to spice it up, you know? Then you got those type of relationships where I don't really love her no more, but I don't want to see her with nobody else, so I'm going to just stay here. Torture her and yourself. No, you're not happy, she's not happy, but you just there taking up space, keeping her for somebody else finding out who she is or getting involved. You got men and women like that, you know? So we black people, and I'm talking to black people, we got a lot of healing to do in our community. There's too many single parents out here. They did not make these babies by themselves at all. I hear them. Then you got these females out here saying, I'm strong, I don't need no man, I don't need a man for one thing. You going home to your dog or your lonely pillow. You ain't got listen, you got all the material things that you want. You retired, you got a nice house, a pension coming in, but you have nobody to enjoy it with. Nobody. What good is all these material things that you have, all these worldly possessions, and you can't enjoy it with nobody? You can't. So we got to make up a decision. Something gonna have to give on both ways when it comes to relationship. The woman can't be the man and the man can't be the woman. Now, I'm not against women having masculine energy, but you got to know when to cut it off and cut it on. Got to know when it. Can't be two people in the house, two men living together. Somebody got to have a dress on and somebody got to be wearing the pants. Well, you said, well, Martin, I make way more money than he do. Regardless, but at least you ain't got a bum. At least he working. You know?
Yeah.
We living in an age where the women got it going on. I ain't mad at no 6-figure woman. I ain't mad at a woman because she got a house and got a business. I'm going to congratulate her. I ain't no hater. I might make $50,000. Hey, this is what I make, baby. But guess what? You got all the time in the world. I'm yours. I'm coming home every night. I'm treating you right. I'm loving on you. And I ain't giving you no problems. Whereas you might get that other guy make more than you. He might got another side piece on the side, paying her. And you know it. He coming home all types of night. No, you got to get up and go to work. You know, so something got to give. You can't have everything your way. Something got to give. Are we looking for beauty or loyalty? Do you want somebody that's loyal to you? I said this last night. Do you want what you want or do you want what God wants you to have? You got to think about it.
Loyalty is beauty.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. Have you ever seen a couple, when I ask anyone on the panel, that you see an oddball looking couple and you say in your mind, I wonder what keep them together, what they got in common? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. All right, people. 2 hours, and this is my cutoff time. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all the comments and all the panel, the ones that call in and left. It's just about that 2 hour mark as of right now. We've been 2 hours, almost 2 hours. So thank y'all so much. And I got an interview tomorrow, so we'll be on here live tomorrow. I might do 2 shows tomorrow. So thank y'all so much. I hope you guys learned something. I did share some secrets. The women shared some secrets, and And it is real, people. Be careful what you choose. Again, ladies, if the man have not made no commitment in life, you better run for your life. Only commitment that he ever made in life is selling drugs, going to jail, and finishing 8th grade. You better run for your life. I'm sorry. You better run. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
872-299-0808
unedited.
or 872-297-6389.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
No matter what,
I love being black.
no matter what,
I love being black.
good night, y'all. Good night, and thank y'all so much. This is live, uncut, unedited from your boy Martin G. Johnson, aka the Crime Chaser. Now, I'm not a relationship specialist at all, but I do have some experience. I've been out there. I know what it's like. So I'm speaking out of pure experience. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I enjoyed this conversation. It was great. Be great. Stay safe. Ask questions. Investigate. And stop playing games. Peace out.